Hello, everyone out there in Rumble, X, and YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego, and today we're going to start talking about Wicked. That's right, Wicked. Wicked. This the movie that's out right now. It's a new release. I decided to talk about this one because I got some stuff to say about it. Okay, I've actually read the book, yes, and I'm not gay, and I read the book. I know somebody called Ripley, right? Yeah, the book came out a long time. It came out in 1995, and I was actually working on a comic book back like around 2000. It was like 2004 or something like that. And when you're drawing that long, I'd be in front of my easel for 10 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours, drawing. I was focused on my art, but I had to listen to something. Okay, I had to use the other side of my brain too. Sometimes I would have the TV going on, like a talk show or something. I couldn't watch it; I just listened to it. Okay, or I listened to an audiobook, and I was listening to this audiobook. My friends at work told me about it. Okay, I worked in Chicago, in downtown Chicago, and right next to the theater district. In fact, the Chicago Theater, the one from the movie, yeah, it's right around the corner from my job. So we had a lot of theater people there, and I worked with a lot of actors and stuff at my job, and Wicked was playing right there on around the corner on Randolph. So it was right there. Okay, so I didn't go see it. No, I didn't go fucking see it. But they did recommend the book to me. Okay, and I was a big fan of The Wizard of Oz. I watched that when I was a kid. If you're my age, okay, then they used to show The Wizard of Oz like every Thanksgiving or something, or around Christmas, okay, on regular TV, with commercials, okay, and all the grown-ups would get excited about it. Oh my God, Wizard of Oz, we need to watch that, right? So we watched it, and I loved it. I watched it with my cousins and my brother and stuff, and we loved it as little kids. It's very classic. It's timeless. It really is. It's a great story. I loved it, and so I was a big fan of the Wizard of Oz. Okay, and then they came out like, well, there's a backstory for the Wicked Witch of the West. So I was like, okay, well that's kind of interesting. Really, there's a backstory for her, Okay, like we find out her real name and what she was doing and all that else. Okay, and they made her the main character. I thought that was kind of weird because why would they make a bad guy the main character? Well, what they did was the author's name is Gregory Maguire. Okay. Gregory Maguire, he wrote the book Wicked, and he wrote it in like I said, it was published in 1995, but I didn't listen to it until probably around 2003, 2004, something like that. And yes, he's gay. Okay, let's just get this out of the way. Okay, everyone involved in Wicked, the book, the Broadway show, and the movie is freaking gay. Okay, this is as gay as it comes. Okay, I wouldn't even call this a chick flick review. Okay, although it has a huge female fan base. It's a gay review, okay? Just like the last movie I reviewed, Mamma Mia, it's fucking gay. Don't even pretend to be straight, okay? It's gay, okay? And Wicked is gay, completely. And I'm not talking in the regular Broadway, in the regular Broadway view of being gay, because there is a lot of gayness in the theater district in New York, all the big cities, okay? Especially New York, because that's Broadway, okay? But even Chicago theater, there's a lot of gay guys, more than your typical job, okay? I'm not talking about just a regular, amount of gay people. I'm talking like everyone, okay? I'm talking like everyone involved in the movie, okay, is pretty much gay, all right? And, and for me to pretend that's not the case, okay, let's get serious here, okay? Call a spade, okay? This is a very gay movie with a big gay fan base for gay people, okay? Now, I watched it because, I'm a big fan of Wizard of Oz, and I wanted my son to watch it because he loves the Wizard of Oz as well. So that's why we went to go see it. But let's not pretend that who the target audience is for this movie, okay? It's for gay people and for women too, because I know a lot of women love it, okay? A lot of women like to be around gay guys, okay? So this is right up their alley, especially unattractive women. You ever notice that? Like unattractive women are always hanging out with gay guys all the damn time. Okay, yeah, exactly. All right, and so it's got its fan base. Okay, I mean, what is the story? I mean, it's about a nerdy girl who's mistreated because of bigotry, because of her skin color. Ooh, yeah, okay, and so what she has to prove, she has to work harder than everyone else. No, she doesn't, because she's the one. Okay. Now in the book, she wasn't the one. Okay, y'all know what the one is. Okay, you're the chosen one. Okay, Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat. Okay, Neo from The Matrix. Okay, every freaking Disney princess movie out there. Okay, the chosen one. You know, okay, and this is no, this is Elphaba is in the movie she's the chosen one. Okay, in the book she wasn't. Okay, the book actually humanized her a lot more. Okay, but in the movie she's a chosen one. She's super powerful with no explanation as to how or why she's super powerful. She just is. Think like Carrie. Remember that movie from I think it was 1976. Okay, Stephen King. The first Stephen King novel ever published was Carrie, and they made a movie out of it with Sissy Spacek and John Travolta, you know, and William Catt, and well, I think, and some other girl was in it. Anyway, but yeah, Betty Buckley too was in it. Yeah, the stepmom from Eight Is Enough. Yeah. Anyway, that movie came out a long time ago, but yeah, that was a Stephen King. But yeah, same thing. Okay, like that. She's she's ridiculed by the other kids at school, but she's got powers, and you get her mad. Boom. You know, her telekinesis powers come out. She starts killing everybody. Okay. Well, Elphaba doesn't kill anybody yet, but she uses her powers to take out the bullies, to put them in their place, because she's the chosen one. You see what I mean? And it's such a trope, and it really pissed me off because they didn't treat her like the chosen one in the book. Okay, yes, she had abilities and stuff, but she wasn't like this. Okay, and she had to work to get those abilities. She wasn't born with her abilities. Okay, it's just another example of the message. Okay, this movie's liberal as you know what. Okay, but it's propagating the message of all the Hollywood, the DEI. Okay, diversity, equity, inclusion, all that stuff. Right? Everyone's white is a racist. You know, everyone that's male is a sexist. Everyone, you know, all that kind of crap. Okay, and it's promoting that the whole idea that because she is green and mistreated, she's all powerful. Okay, and therefore she has the right to do whatever she wants. She can hurt anybody she wants because she was hurt. Okay, it's that sense of entitlement, the sense of I was born better than you. Okay, whereas men, our movies tell us that you have to do something. For most of us, you have to do something in order to be worth something. Okay, and that's how it is in real life too. Okay, but in these movies, okay, if you're a woman, you're already born perfect. Okay, the problem is trying to get everyone to understand how perfect you really are, how flawless you are. Okay, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing you can improve on because you're already perfect. Okay. And everyone else, okay, needs to realize that. And by the end of the movie, they'll all realize that, okay? That she was born beautiful. She was born perfect. She's born wonderful and strong. She doesn't need anybody, okay? And that's a bullshit message, okay? That's a bullshit message, okay? That's why fat women stay fat. That's why people don't try to achieve anything. It's because they're already born perfect. And it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Okay, it's a bullshit message. This movie propagates that message, okay? Feminists love it because it means you don't have to do anything. You're already perfect just the way you are, okay? It's society that's fucked up, okay? And that's just not true, okay? It's not true at all right? But that's how the movie treats Elphaba, okay? She's already perfect. She's born perfect. The rest of the world just needs to catch up on that idea, okay? They haven't caught up yet, okay? But they will. You see what I mean? Because she can do everything, okay? And she's more powerful than everyone else. And she's smarter than everyone else. And she's braver than everyone else. Okay, now those of you, we all saw the trailer for this movie. Okay, we saw the trailer way before the movie came out. And when I first saw the trailer, I rolled my eyes. Okay, because it was just another one of those freaking like self-empowerment movies for women. Okay, I don't understand how women are always talking about how powerful they are, you know, and how they don't need a man, and how they can do everything a man can do, and they can do it better, and all that kind of shit. But yet, if you look at like pop music and stuff, okay, it's all fucking self-esteem songs, okay, for women. It's all self-esteem songs. I'm beautiful in every single way. Words can't bring me down, no. You see what I mean? It's bullshit. We're all the self-esteem songs for men. There isn't any. There isn't any. But you're stronger than us. Okay, yeah, makes sense, right? I mean, Taylor Swift's entire musical catalog is self-esteem songs. Okay, like what the fuck? You know. Anyway, so okay, so this movie is full of that message. Okay, that women can do everything. Okay, and they're strong. They don't need anybody. Blah blah blah. Okay, and yeah, it's just propagating a myth. It's propagating some stupid ass idea. Okay, but I know this is what feminists want, and I know that this is what little girls want. They want to pretend to be somebody that doesn't need anybody. Okay, but why is that a bad thing to need somebody? Why is that portrayed as something that's weak to need somebody? You know, I mean, even when you look at a guy movie, okay, the main character, the male lead, usually needs a woman. He needs somebody. He's not just doing it for himself. If you look at a guy movie, what are guy movies usually about? It's about a man who's trying to save the world, or he's trying to save people that he loves, okay, or a person that he loves. You see what I mean? That's just typically what guy movies are about. What are typically girl movies about? About finding true love. Well, it used to be. But even to some extent, this movie is too. Wicked is too. There's a love triangle in here. Oh yeah, Elphaba's straight. You didn't know that? Yeah. When I straight, I mean straight. Okay, she's not straight, but you know, unfortunately, she was written as a straight character, so you gotta, you know, just deal with it. Okay, she's not straight. There's nothing straight about Elphaba. Okay, I'm not straight about anybody in this movie. Okay, but we'll get to that later. Okay, but the whole idea that she needs somebody. Okay, we don't need anybody. I don't need anybody. No, we all need people. Okay, now chick flicks typically are about finding true love, but they're not doing that anymore. Okay, because of the DEI and everything got woke and stuff. Now it's about empowering yourself. You're better. You don't need a man. You're a boss bitch. Like that, okay? The whole fucking Rachel Zegler thing on her tirades, okay? It's all about empowering. Like, what the fuck? Empowering. I'm so sick of hearing that fucking word. It's empowering to women. What the fuck? Where's the empowering to men shit? Yeah, we don't fucking need it. We don't need to feel empowered. It's so fucking stupid. Anyway, like women are all fucking slaves or something, and they need to watch a movie to feel empowered to break their chains. No one's fucking holding you down. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. No one's telling you can't do whatever the fuck you want to do. Who's fucking holding you down? Nobody. And even if someone was holding you down, okay, the chances that it would be a woman just as much are the same chances that it would be a man. So what the fuck is this empowerment bullshit? God damn. I hate it when they do this. Anyway, moving right along. So this movie kind of promotes that message. Okay, that you don't need anybody. You don't need a man, especially not a man. All you need is sisterhood love. Okay, like on Sex and the City, which I reviewed every episode of, by the way. It's on this channel. Okay, what was that about? Carrie Bradshaw was the main character. Okay, and she had her 3 friends. They were all fucking sluts, just like she was. But the message to that show was your girlfriends are more important than your boyfriends or your husbands. Okay, your girlfriends are the ones that will be with you no matter what. They'll never lie to you. They'll never betray you. They'll never backstab you. They'll never cheat on you with other friends. They'll never do any of those terrible things that men do. Okay, and men are disposable. They're just there to fucking pay the bills and to take you out to dinner and stuff. Okay, and take you on vacations. Okay, that's it. Everything else, the girls are the important ones. Okay, they even said that in the show. You don't fucking believe me, okay? When Big walks in there and talks to Carrie's friends right before the show was the season finale, and he said, "I know that when it comes to you women, I come in 5th place, but I'm even lucky to have that, and I still want to marry Carrie, even though I'm in 5th place in her heart, behind you girls." Get the fuck out of here. Are those girls going to pay Carrie's bills? No, they're not. You are. So who the fuck are you to fucking say that you're happy with her being in the 5th fucking place? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm fucking talking about. All right. Anyway, so this movie is guilty of all that kind of shit, promoting that bullshit message, okay? Now, the book didn't necessarily do that, okay? In the book, Elphaba definitely... yes, she was an activist. Of course she was. I mean, come on, it was written by a fucking liberal gay guy. Of course she's a fucking activist, okay? Just like in the movie, okay? But she did want to share her life with somebody. She did want to have a relationship. She wanted romance. She wanted, that kind of thing. Okay, she wanted those things. Okay, she didn't pretend that she didn't need those things or act like those things weren't important to her. Okay, they were. I mean, she didn't brag to everyone about it. I think she probably told Glinda a little bit. Okay, but that was definitely a part of her that needed a connection with another human being, specifically a man. Okay, she needed to have that. The book didn't fucking push that away or shove that to the side. Oh, I don't need you. You're not good enough for me. You know, I don't need man. You know, no, it didn't do that. Okay, it didn't, oh, all I need is Glinda. I don't need a man. No, it didn't do that. It did not do that at all. Okay, which is why the book is better. Okay, I mean, there's some fucked up shit in the book though. There really is. If you haven't read it, don't buy it for your kids. All right, there's some fucked up. We're talking like, you know, bestiality and underage, and yeah, there's some gross stuff in there. Okay, but it was written by, you know, Gregory Maguire, a gay guy, wrote it. Okay, and yes, he's fucking gay. I looked it up. He's gay. All right. Anyway, so let's talk about the movie here. The Wicked, the book, real quickly. The book, like I said, it came out in 1995, written by Gregory Maguire, who's gay. Okay, he also wrote some sequels to this book. He wrote Son of the Witch in 2005, which is about Leaf. I think his name is Leaf. I don't know. I did not read it, but it's yes. The Wicked Witch of the West had a son. Okay, in these novels. Okay, I think his name was Lee, or Life, or Leaf, or something like that. Anyway, she had a son. We'll get to who the dad is later. Okay. And then there was another sequel called A Lion Among Men in 2008, and that's about the Cowardly Lion. Okay. And then the last one he did was Out of Oz, which was in 2011. Now, I did not read these books. Like I said, I only read Wicked. Okay. But my understanding is the Wicked Witch of the West is not in any of these sequel novels. Okay. She actually does die at the end of Wicked. She doesn't come back. Okay, now I know in the Broadway show, she faked her death. Okay, and she actually gets with the Scarecrow, which makes no sense because you got to remember the reason the Wicked Witch of the West died was because Dorothy threw water on her because the Wet Witch has set the Scarecrow on fire. So if she like had a relationship with the Scarecrow, why would she have set him on fire? You see, it makes no sense. Okay, anyway, so there's that. Okay. And that was 2011, Out of Oz. Like, I did not read those books. I'm not going to read those books. All right. Okay. Now, the director of this movie, his name is John M. Chu. Okay. He is a Chinese and Taiwan American. Okay. So he's Asian. He's an Asian guy. Okay. And as far as I know, he's straight, but, you know, I'm not 100% sure on that. All right. He's done a lot of movies. Okay. He's done Step Up. Remember those? The dancing movies? You know, Channing Tatum. Okay, well, he didn't do Step Up 1. He did Step Up 2 and Step Up 3. Okay, which I did see those movies because I was a dancer too. Oh yeah, good times. All right. Anyway, yeah. So Step Up 2 and Step Up 3. He also did G.I. Joe Retaliation, which that was the G.I. Joe movie with Channing Tatum, although he gets killed in the movie, and The Rock, Dwayne Johnson was in that one, and it was better than the first G.I. Joe live action movie, which was stupid as hell. Okay, but it wasn't much better. Okay. I mean, they're trying to capitalize on the Transformers. Hasbro, you know, they own the Transformers. They also own G.I. Joe. In fact, when I was a kid, both those cartoon shows were on at the same time. And you would know that because they had the same voices in both cartoons and the same actors doing the voices. Okay. So there's a lot of that. And like Starscream from Transformers was Cobra Commander on G.I. Joe. Okay. Duke from G.I. Joe was Sideswipe on Transformers. So there was a lot of that. All right. Anyway, moving right along. Serpentor on G.I. Joe was Rodimus Prime on Transformers. See, I know my stuff. All right. Anyway, so yeah, G.I. Joe Retaliation, he did that one. He did the Gem of the Holograms movie. There's another Hasbro cartoon / toy. That was a big hit with the girls in the 80s. I remember that. I remember Gem is exciting, fashion. I don't know all the words. I just remember Gem is my name. No one else is the same. Yeah, Gem. Yeah, the holograms. about 10, 13 years ago, I bought the DVDs of those cartoons from the 80s. Because I had my sisters. My sisters were around the age that they would like it. So, oh, this is what girls your age watched when I was a kid. So I bought it for them. Every episode. Yeah. I sat through a few of them. It was stupid. Stupid. Very 80s. Very, very 80s. Okay, a product of his times. Gem and the Holograms. Yeah, he directed that. I think that was like voted one of the worst movies ever made. Honestly, for 2015, it made like the least amount of money out of any movie in 2015. And yeah. And I think Juliette Lewis was in it too. Yeah. Anyway, okay. He also did something that was successful. Crazy Rich Asians. That was basically Michelle Yeoh and everybody else was in it. If it's an Asian in the movie, it's Michelle Yeoh. Okay, she's the go-to Asian in Hollywood. Whenever you need a middle-aged Asian woman, they automatically go to Michelle Yeoh. You know why? Because they don't need to go to anybody else. You know why? Because there are no other roles. Okay, there are no other roles in Hollywood for Asian women, middle-aged Asian women. Okay, it's all Michelle Yeoh. They just go straight to her. She's got the market cornered. Okay, and she was in Crazy Rich Asians, I think, and that was in 2018. Of course, he did that movie. In the Heights, he directed that movie. That was the movie that was written by Lin-Manuel Miranda, who did all the songs for a lot of the Disney movies. Okay, like Coco and stuff. He did all that. Okay, and that was in 2021 in the Heights. But that movie actually got bad reviews from the critics, the woke critics, even though the movie was woke itself, because there weren't enough dark-skinned Latinos in that movie. See, all Latinos in that movie were light-skinned like me. There weren't enough dark-skinned Latinos, okay? So Lin-Manuel Miranda had to issue a formal apology about how he needs to educate himself, okay, on his own bias, cultural bias, for not including enough dark-skinned Latinos in his Latino movie. Yeah. Yeah. All right, that was 2021. And then Wicked Part 2, of course, he's directing that, and that comes out next year. Okay, I told you, man, this movie's coming out no matter what, okay? Now, I checked today the box office on Wicked. Right now, it is at about, I think it's like at 457 million, okay, which is not bad. I mean, the movie cost 150 million to make the movie, and then another 150 million to promote the movie. So that's about 300 million right there. So it's making a profit. Not much of a profit yet. It needs to really hit some higher numbers, because you got to remember, the theaters get half of everything the movie makes. Okay, so in order for this movie to break even, it's going to need to make about 800 million, 700 million, something like that, just to break even. Everything else after that is just straight up profit. Okay, I do not think this movie is going to do that. Okay, because you got to remember, Wicked came out, and then 1 week later, okay, Moana 2 came out. So all the little girls are going to go see Moana 2. They're not going to go see Wicked. And they are seeing Moana 2. Moana 2 right now is at $600 million. Okay? Now it needs to make at least $800 million, which I don't think it's going to do, because it had a huge drop off from the first weekend to the second weekend. Okay? So it needs to make $1 billion. It needs to make $1 billion like the last one did. Okay? I don't think it's going to hit that, because it's not that good. Moana 2 is not a good movie. I saw it already. Okay? It sucks. It's boring. I can't even remember one goddamn song in that movie. And I can remember the songs, and I didn't like the first Moana movie, but it was a better movie. And I actually remember the songs from the first Moana movie. I don't remember any of the songs from the second one. That's how boring it was, all right? But we're not talking about Moana, we're talking about Wicked, all right? So anyway, so he's doing, this guy, John M. Chu is doing Wicked 2, which comes out next year, all right? So they're filming it now. They're in the middle of it. Post-production is on it right now, okay? He also did some Justin Bieber documentaries, yeah. Is this guy gay or what? Okay. Justin Bieber documentaries, he did one in 2011, and then he did another one in 2013. Okay, and now obviously, let's move on. The Broadway show was created by a guy named Stephen Schwartz. Okay, he adapted the novel and turned it into a very successful Broadway musical. Okay, and Stephen Schwartz, okay, by the way, is gay. Okay. Now, I guess he was married and he had a daughter or son or something, okay? But right now, he is in a relationship with a dude named Michael McCrory Rowe, I think his name is. Okay, so he's gay. He's like gay. If you look at a picture of him, he's like that. So yeah, he's as queer as they come. All right, so yes, a gay guy also did, not only a gay guy write the book, but a gay guy also adapted it into a Broadway show. Okay, which is not uncommon. Like I said, in Broadway, it's a lot of gay people, more than your average industries. A lot of gay people are in Broadway or in theater. In theater, I guarantee you, if you go to any high school in America, go look at their theater department, it's going to be like 40% of boys in that department are going to be gay. Gay high schoolers. I'm not kidding. Okay? For some reason, it just attracts more. Okay? Anyway, but yeah, Stephen Schwartz, the guy that created the Broadway musical, is gay. All right? Now, who are the stars of this movie? Okay, let's talk a little about the stars. Okay, first of all, the star herself, the Wicked Witch of the West. Her character in the book and in the movie is called Elphaba. Now, Elphaba obviously is L. Frank Baum, the creator of The Wizard of Oz. L. Frank Baum, Elphaba. That's where they got it, for those of you who did not know. All right. Cynthia Erivo plays Elphaba. Okay, a black woman in green body makeup. Okay, Cynthia Erivo is 37 years old, and she's playing an 18, 19-year-old. Elphaba. Yes. I mean, she gets a little bit older. I think she I think at the end of part one, I think she's like 22 years old at the end of part one. But still, she's played by a 37-year-old. Okay. Cynthia Erivo. Okay. And yes, she is gay. Okay, you've probably seen her doing her promotional interviews with Ariana Grande, where they just get interviewed by a bunch of people that are gay. Yes, the interviewers are all gay too. Okay, and she's just breaking down emotionally. She's got like her fingernails like this fucking long, and she's got the bull nose piercing, and she got like fucking 7 or 8 piercings on her ear and on here, and she looks like a human fucking pincushion. Okay. And she's dressed in this crazy green, she looks disgusting. Okay, she looks fucking disgusting. Cynthia Erivo, okay? And she's woke as fuck. We all know about that incident she had a few weeks ago with a fan made a poster. He tried to recreate the Broadway show poster, the one that has like the smirking Elphaba with Glinda whispering into her ear. It's this famous Broadway poster for the show. Well, he recreated it with them, with Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo, and they dipped the hat that the Wicked Witch wears so you can only see a shadow of her eyes, just like in the movie poster. Well, Cynthia Erivo got all upset about this, and she issued a statement about how it was racist and how it took away her eyes, in a sense erasing her. Okay, it was sexist, and it was, misogynistic, and it was transphobic, and it was racist, and it was homophobic, and it was, basically saying all this kind of shit. For a guy that just fucking did that to recreate the Broadway poster, okay? I mean, that right there, you want to talk about some bad will, okay? Like, that's going to turn people off, okay, when actors act that way. Okay, the movie hadn't even come out yet, and she's already criticizing the fans. You don't want to criticize the fans, okay? You don't want to do that because it doesn't work, okay? It costs you money. Every single studio that has been criticizing the fans, criticizing the customer, okay? And they pretty much, all the big studios have been doing that for the past 10 years. Okay, that's the reason they've lost money. That's why Hollywood's dying. That's why we had those strikes last year. Excuse me. All right, it's because of the backlash. It's because of the way these giant corporations have been criticizing their customers, have been taking out their failures on their customers. See, they pump out all this woke shit that the majority of customers do not want to see. Nobody wants to fucking go see a Wizard of Oz movie so they can get a lecture on racism and how white people are all bad. Nobody wants that. But that's what we've been getting for the past 10, 14 years. Okay? That's all we've been getting. So the fans are like, okay, I'm turning this shit off. I don't care if it's another Indiana Jones movie, okay? If I'm just going to go spend my money to see Harrison Ford in his fucking fedora and whip, only to get a 3-hour lecture on how women are better than men, and men all suck and they're all pussies? No, we're not falling for that anymore. We're not gonna fall for that anymore. We're just not gonna go see it. Fuck you, I just ain't gonna spend my money on that. I ain't going to the theater. And this is why Hollywood has lost its audience. This is why it's lost its money. And the streaming shows too. Okay? Disney Plus is bleeding subscribers because of this shit. Because you insult your customer, the customer doesn't show up for you anymore, and now you're losing money. Now, in order to save face, what do all the studios do? They claim racism, misogyny, transphobia, homophobia, you name it. That's what they say. That's their response to nobody seeing your fucking movie. It's so they just triple down, double down, quadruple down, quintuple down, okay, on the customer. It's ridiculous, and nobody tries to stop them. Nobody. I mean, what the fuck? Cynthia Erivo did not have to say anything about that poster, okay? Even if she didn't like it, she should have kept her mouth fucking shut. But no, she felt entitled, okay, to voice her opinion on that. How she was offended. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. You depend on us for our money. Don't disrespect us. You disrespect us when you're gonna spend our money on you. I mean, even me personally, there's a lot of actors out there that I will not go see their movie. I don't care how good it is. Well, I'm not gonna pay to see their movie, right? No matter how good it is, because of the stuff that they said. Well, they could have just kept their mouth shut. Someone like Mark Ruffalo. I thought he was great as the Hulk, but I'm not gonna see anything he ever does again. At least I'm not gonna pay for it. Because he hates me. Say Mark Hamill. If they hire him to play Luke Skywalker again on a Disney Plus show, I ain't gonna watch it. No, because he hates me. Now he can still hate me, but if he'd shut up about it and not tell the whole world, then I probably would have kept seeing his stuff. But now I'm not going to. This is what I'm talking about. Same thing with Rachel Zegler right now, okay? Who's been doing the press tour and complaining about Snow White. How it was terrible, it was racist, it was misogynistic, it was, my Snow White's not going to be saved by the prince. Okay, that's not her goal, is not to find true love. Her goal is to be empowered like her dad told her to be a boss bitch. You see what I mean? Who the fuck wants to see that? Who wants to fucking see that? And this is what she fucking says. She even said that she hopes her co-star, who plays the prince in the movie, she hopes that all of his scenes get cut out. That's Hollywood, baby. You see what I mean? Because we don't need a man as a love interest in Snow White. It's about her. It's bullshit. Fuck this noise. Once you start fucking taking away that, okay, your character's not human anymore. We need relationships. Anyway, moving right along. Who else we got here? Ariana Grande. Yes, you know who she is, okay? She plays Glinda, the Good Witch of the North, okay? Well, she's not very good, okay? And even though Ariana Grande is not gay, because she's probably smoked more meat than Hickory Farms. I mean, look at the guys that she has fucked. A lot. And she's still fucking them, all right? But she does have a brother who's gay, okay? So, she's very prominent in the gay community as far as that goes. She's trying to be the next... like Liza Minnelli type thing, the next, what's her name? I can't even think of her. Lady Gaga. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Interesting note about Ariana Grande playing, Glinda in this movie, is that she actually, in real life, Ariana Grande and her co-star, Ethan Slater, who plays Bach in this movie, they're both married. Oh, they were married. Okay, and Ethan Slater's wife had just given birth to a child when they started an affair. So now Ariana Grande has divorced her husband after paying him like $2 million in alimony or whatever. And obviously Ethan Slater has divorced his wife, the mother of his child, his newborn, so that they can be in a relationship with each other. Okay. Yeah. So, and that's just some drama that's going on. There's some gossip that it turned out to be true. So right now, Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater are dating. Okay, and they met while filming this movie, and they were both married when they started their affair, and now they're both not married. Okay, but just to let you know about the virtueness. Okay, the morality of Ariana Grande. Okay, just so you'll know. All right. Anyway, so she's the one that should be lecturing everybody on who they should vote for and stuff. Right? what's the right thing to do, right? Yeah, like she's the one who's qualified to tell you what the right thing to do is, right? Anyway, so she cheated on her husband, Ariana Grande. Her husband's name was Dalton Gomez. Okay, now she divorced him. Okay, to be with this this ugly motherfucker, this short, little, ugly, big nosed ginger motherfucker named Ethan Slater, who plays Bach in this movie. Okay, and Ariana Grande, by the way, had to pay Dalton Gomez $1.25 million in alimony. So that's one for our side. All right. Okay, Ariana Grande, by the way, is 31 years old, and Ethan Slater is 32 years old, and they're both playing teenagers in this movie. Okay, another character, Jonathan Bailey. He plays Fiyero, who is the male love interest. He's the stud that gets all the girls and the men. The men all hit on him too in this movie. Yeah, he's the stud. The guy that all the girls and all the guys want to fuck. Even the straight guys want to fuck him. Okay, and Jonathan Bailey, he plays Fiyero, the male love interest, okay, in this movie. He's 36 years old, and he's playing like an 18-year-old, okay? And Jonathan Bailey is also gay. And then you've got Michelle Yeoh, who plays Madame Morrible. Okay, get it? Morrible, horrible, Morrible, all right? Michelle Yeoh, and she's Asian, of course, okay? She's 62 years old. And she's basically one of the professors at this university, this bullshit Hogwarts ripoff university, because Harry Potter was written before this was written. Okay, so yeah, okay. If I was J.K. Rowling, I'd be a little pissed off myself. Okay, Shiz University, yeah, where they teach you sorcery there. Anyway, yeah, okay. So Miss Morrible, yeah, Michelle Yeoh, like I said, she's got the market cornered when it comes to middle-aged Asian women. If anyone in Hollywood, right, whenever someone in Hollywood writes a script for a middle-aged Asian woman, okay, and it gets a green light to be produced, okay, they always hire Michelle Yeoh. So that means that they only write one character like that once a year. And when they do, Michelle Yeoh gets the role. Okay. Yeah, and she's married to some guy named Jean. In real life, she's married to a billionaire named Jean Todt, who is 78 years old. Remember, she's 62, and he's the CEO of Ferrari. Okay, so yeah, she's married to money. Okay, Jeff Goldblum, yes, the Fly himself, Jeff Goldblum, is in this movie, and I actually love him. I'm a big fan. I've been a fan of his since I was a little kid. Okay, ever since I first saw him in Death Wish, where he was one of the guys that raped and killed Charles Bronson's wife. Okay, no, I'm kidding. I was too young. I was too young to know who he was back then. All right, I was a fan of his ever since Thank God It's Friday, which came out in 1979. It was a disco movie. Yes, it's a disco movie. I'm gonna have to review it someday. I love that movie. Thank God It's Friday. It's funny. It's like a sitcom, but like a 2-hour sitcom, or hour-and-a-half sitcom. Okay, all these different characters. They all go to one discotheque in one night on a Friday night. It's funny. It's all TV actors in it. Okay, Jeff Goldblum plays the owner. Okay. In that one, he's had an incredible career since then. I remember him from Invasion of the Body Snatchers from the late 70s. That came out around the same time as Thank God It's Friday. Okay, I remember him in that. Okay, and of course The Fly, which I loved that movie when it came out. Okay, he's actually one of my favorite actors. I love Jeff Goldblum. Okay, and Jurassic Park and all. I mean, he's even in Independence Day, he was great in that too. So I'm a big fan of his. All right, Jeff Goldblum plays the Wizard of Oz in this movie, whose real name is Oscar Diggs. Okay, and then and he's 72 years old. Okay, and then finally Marissa Bode. She's an unknown actress. She's 24 years old. She plays Nessa Rose. Nessa Rose is the sister of Elphaba. Okay, although unlike Elphaba, she was not born with green skin, but she was born paralyzed. Now in the book, she actually was born with no arms. But in the movie, she's paralyzed because in the Broadway show, they changed it to, what kind of actor is going to do that? With their arms tied behind their back? No. They're just put her in a wheelchair. Sorry. They're just going to put her in a wheelchair. Okay, so that's what they did. Marissa Bode plays Nissa Rose, who is Elphaba's sister. Okay, and yes, in real life, she is gay. All right. So now we got all that out of the way, right? I will be back to continue talking about Wicked. I thank you very much for watching this long, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye.